All right. What is up, YouTube? We are live. How y'all doing? I've got Jake on the phone. I'm waiting for the notification to pop up on the phone, and then we're going to start recording. Hold on. Hold for it. Hold. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it on YouTube and have you on the phone, so that might be...
I have it pulled up.
All right. There it is. Oh, I can't do that because I can't turn the volume all the way down. All right. You guys still there? Okay, cool.
It popped up.
All right, so start recording. All right, we are recording now. So, all right, I am going to start here in just a second. So let me switch to the other page so I got my notes for what I'm saying. All right. Y'all ready? I'm going to mute you guys, FYI, just for this because, well, I don't trust y'all, if I'm honest. Here we go. Muting you now. All right, here we go. Tires. Denny Hamlin wins at Bristol after NASCAR has to give all the teams more tires because, hey, we wanted more fall off, right? Toyota once again looks strong, and we've got some of our team at the track. We are here for the speed. I'm DJ. It's nice to see you guys, figuratively speaking. I'm joined by somebody.
What's up? My name is Lindsay.
We haven't had her on the show before. So
I've been on the show.
She's
glad
here.
I made an impression.
Yeah, she's here literally just in case something goes wrong, and it's not just you're not just watching me. But we also have a surprise visit from some people that actually were at the race. We got everybody in the car, guys. What's up? We talked about this. Y'all were supposed to identify yourselves. Hopefully. Yes, there we go. I was like, we need to clarify that one little part there. Yes, we got Brother Speed in the car. So you guys were actually at the race, and got to actually go up there. So that was kind of a last minute thing. Like I don't think we even had that planned. Yeah, I don't think that was even planned. What, by Wednesday? Jeez. Yeah, it's not like a last minute thing at all. So okay, so you guys were there. So first impressions of the race. What did you guys think overall? Like just overall, good race, bad race. What did you think?
First, I will say we are completely covered in tire dust. All of our bags, all of our jackets, it's in my hoodie pockets. We sat in the middle of turns 3 and 4, right in the center. Pretty much on the front row. We kind of maybe weren't supposed to sit there, but we kind of did. So, but it was awesome. It was really, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I've been to quite a few Bristol races, and that was probably the most exciting Bristol race I've ever seen. One of the best races I've ever seen, period.
Yeah, no, it was straight up awesome. I've only been to one other, and that was the one where Kyle Busch swept the weekend, and now Denny Hamlin won this one. But I mean, what a drastic difference, in the two races. This was amazing. Being here, I can't tell you what it was like on TV or anything like that, but being here at the track, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, just being there, getting to see everything, it was my first Bristol race in person, and wow, I mean, just incredible. The volume in that place is absolutely ridiculous.
All right, hold on. Well, no, keep going. You guys keep going. I got to figure out YouTube can't hear us for some reason. You're being recorded, like, so we've got you here, but like for some reason YouTube can't hear us. So you guys keep going. I'm gonna keep working on it.
YouTube can hear us, but not you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so just being there, feeling the Tennessee pride in the place, it was pretty incredible, man. I mean, the fans, everything, I mean, seeing the whole track from your seat is really crazy. I've been to all the super speedways. This was my first non-super speedway, and man, from our seats we were literally super incredible. It was just an amazing time.
Yeah.
Nate,
Yeah.
I know you said this wasn't a super speedway, but man, it felt like it was a super speedway. We were on the edge of our seats the entire 500 laps. There was no sitting back and relaxing at all.
Yeah, I feel like for this type of race, if you're watching it on TV, it might just be a mediocre race, but like being in person, being there, I mean, we were literally on edge the entire time. I mean, there were a lot of wrecks. I feel like they were, more than normal.
There's a lot of wrecks, but no one like DNF.
Yeah, nobody did that. Nobody did that. It was just spin outs, and I mean, honestly, we saw a lot of aggressive racing today.
Yeah.
A lot of people just really trying to get ahead. I mean, we were literally there watching it happen, and it's just like so many cars getting loose, and hitting their quarter panel. I mean, it was really incredible, man.
Yeah, I think, just all across the board, I just thought the racing was really, really exciting. I mean, it's kind of takes me back to like the Atlanta race or like Daytona. Like, what else did you want from this race?
Yeah.
Maybe one last caution just to bunch them up. I think what's super crazy about the race is we saw 2x2 in the field, and they were, it almost looked like pack racing for a little while. The way they were saving tires, it was like 2x2 for like 10, 12 rows and just swapping the lead and stuff. It was super awesome. But I got to know, so you guys have heard the stories of us, me and Josh were little kids coming to Bristol and, sitting on the backstretch and stuff probably 20-something years ago. So, Josh, I got to know, after 25 years, what was it like coming back to Bristol?
I mean, honestly, I don't have a lot of context with NASCAR because I haven't been to a lot of races recently, but it was just awesome. Like, everything was so close together. Everybody's, like, tripping over everybody, trying to take positions. Like, it was just incredible. I'm so happy you got a good race.
Ooh. So, well, as I say,
Sounds into it.
It was a really good race to, like, come back to.
Yeah, that was a barn burner.
that's awesome. So yeah, so from our side, there was a point where I was like, I don't know if this is going to be a major problem or not, because they started like they were scrambling with the whole tire situation. I don't know how much you guys have seen from the track and how much like you guys learned and stuff like that through checking on X or just being there, hearing on the radios and everything.
Yeah, there was no phone.
Okay. Well, it was quite interesting in the sense that literally all the teams are like, guys, we got a problem. Like, it's 20 laps and we've got no tire. Like, I've got nothing left in this car. And so they start like telling everybody, like, and NASCAR's like, we'll figure out how to get y'all an extra set. And so Goodyear is scrambling. They were showing clips the whole time of all the guys in the Goodyear area, and they're just running all over the place trying to balance a bunch of tires, mount the tires and everything. It was nuts. And literally, like, within minutes of them saying, "Hey, the tires are ready," the team's already had them. They were already back at the booth, like, or at the everything. So it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was cool.
Not much to do in that situation. I've been on that side where I had to run and go grab tires, and you're just at the mercy of how fast they can get it going for you. You just hope you get there fast enough to be first in line.
Yeah, it's
I think what was super interesting, like we were listening to the team radio, and we could hear the teams talking to the drivers, and like you could hear all that. There was even a conversation.
Oh, hold on.
You're going through a mountain or something.
Yes, try that again. Oh, maybe not. See, this is why Lindsay's here, just in case something like this
All right,
happens.
so now my opinion.
Yeah. You guys still there? Can we hear you?
Yep.
Okay, try again. Lindsay's opinion has to wait.
No, it doesn't.
I guess it doesn't. All right, hold on. You guys wait for a minute. Maybe you'll get a better area. Lindsay, what'd you think?
I thought it was a great race. I thought on TV it started to get redundant. But I can definitely see how if you were there, it was super exciting because a lot of being there has to do with the electricity and just like the atmosphere. Little salty Denny Hamlin won.
I know.
I'm over him.
I'm not. I'm fine with it.
I feel like
he was the only saving grace for my entire day.
No, I feel like Denny Hamlin is the Kim Kardashian of NASCAR. Like, He's everywhere, and nobody really wants him everywhere, but you can't stop paying attention.
I mean,
So
I get what you're saying, but no. Like, I don't. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. How did y'all's fantasy day do? Did you guys anyone check that yet?
With all the shuffling at the end, we couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
I had I was one of like 2 people on the
I
phone.
think it
yeah,
was.
it was DJ, Jeff, and Jake were the only ones that had Hamlin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 5 cars finished on the lead lap, so it's really hard to tell where.
Dude, that was wild. There was a point where I'm like, dude, is anybody going to be on the lead lap? Like, I think there might be like 1 or 2 cars left that are going to maybe be able to stay. But otherwise, there was a point where I was like, this is absolutely insane. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, there was a point where I think it was Bowman stayed out longer. And I'm like, dude, if Bowman stays out and they have a caution, this is going to just totally wreck everything. Like, this is going to be so wild. Yeah, I thought. Go ahead.
There were several times where people spun out and hit the wall, and they never called the caution. I don't know if they showed it on TV, but straight up flat tires, and they're like, "No, we're not throwing a caution."
Yeah, there were a lot of times that somebody would spin out or something would happen, and then of course like Fox wasn't showing it. So then we would be like, "Oh, there's a caution." And then it was after the fact, and whoever spun out was already going straight again or whatever, and then they were finally showing it.
It was probably 50 to go, and Bubba Wallace got loose going into turn 3, and basically went sideways, hit the wall, hit all the rubber in the top groove, and somehow caught it and kept going. I was like, how is this not a caution?
There was several of those, but I think NASCAR was trying to avoid throwing a caution at any cost, judging by the mess they already hit and the mess they were already dealing with. So I don't know about you guys. So let me Mark said he was garbage. I think it's what he said. I think it might be a typo, but with his fantasy picks. Let's see. Ryan, he said he should have flown down to Florida because he could have been on the podcast with us instead, which that would have been awesome. So, yep, well, next time we'll think about that. But we did say it was last minute, so sorry about that, Kuzi. So,
Hey, I got a question for you.
No.
Did they talk about it on the broadcast that NASCAR was considering throwing the red flag
Yes.
at the end of phase 2 to put PJ1?
they did briefly. There was a lot of kids screaming at that point. So
They
I,
were too busy talking about Josh Berry being the most popular person, second
Oh,
most popular person.
that
in
was
his high school.
hilarious. So yes, on the thing, Mike Joy, I was thinking this guy is scraping for stats. He's like, Josh Berry is attempting to become the second most popular person from his high school. And then that was it. And
Yeah.
and then Clint Boyer's like, well, who's first? And it's like Taylor Swift. And so it's like, well, obviously.
It was the weirdest
but it's
thing.
just like, okay, that's the most random stat to bring up, Mike. Okay. Whatever. So yes.
For you.
Yeah. So yes, they did talk about it briefly about possibly having to throw a red flag to put down PJ1. That was about as much as I heard that they were considering it, which, I mean, I'm going to be honest, based off of what I saw, this was great. I think this is exactly what we've needed as far as tires go. However, I just don't think the teams were prepared for it. So I think had the teams been prepared for it, then I think this would have been okay. At least that's my opinion.
I don't think there's anything the teams could have done.
This is 100% on the drivers. This shows,
Oh, yeah.
hey, you actually have to be a skilled driver to drive this car, because who are the people who survived? Most of the veterans.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, the people who were going too hard kept popping tires, kept losing it.
Yeah,
You
I
had
mean,
to learn. You had to adapt in this race. You couldn't just do what you normally do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
enjoyed that about this race.
I mean, the three best guys at the end of this race were all three tenured veterans. You know, Hamlin, Truex, and Keselowski.
Yeah.
I mean, I listened to Brad the whole time, and every single lap they were giving him time and just telling him, remember, be patient, take your time.
Oh, the coaching with TJ Majors to Brad Keselowski about trying to save tires and all these lap times on top.
Oh, I
of
bet that was
dragging
awesome.
him through the mess. I mean, that was the most incredible spotting I've probably ever heard in my life.
That's the thing. Like I gained a lot of respect for TJ when we went to Atlanta that one time, and he was coaching him for, I think it was like 20 laps where he was in the lead and just constantly telling him where the runs are coming. And See, that's the thing that NASCAR really, I think, just they do a good job, but they need to do a better job of really showcasing stuff like that because that just makes it so much more exciting. So I can only imagine like being there for this kind of situation because it's not just like at least with the Atlanta one, it was all runs coming from behind, but here you're having to worry about cars in front of you, cars that are slow, cars that are fast coming up on you, ones that are coming back that have fresh tires that are unlapping, cars that are, about to pull in the pits, where you are in the race. Like there's a lot to consider. So like I can only imagine how much better it was for this race than like Atlanta. Nothing?
Yeah, I would say compared to that Atlanta race, I would say the spotting that we heard tonight was probably 3 times more intense.
Jeez. I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So this was an interesting stat that they someone's phone isn't turned off. I don't know who it is. I'm not trying to judge y'all. I'm just saying. So the other thing that we were kind of curious about while we were watching it here, how was the crowd? Because I'm gonna be honest, it didn't look amazing.
Well, I think when we were out in the fan zone, it was pretty incredible. It looked freaking packed.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I took a video before the race. I can't post anything because it's just internet reception over here.
Oh yeah, non-existent.
I mean, I'd argue it's at least 60%, 70 for the whole thing. Like, it looked really good.
Okay. Yeah, because I know they did a couple of
like 50% probably.
they did a couple of flyovers and especially toward the end of the race, which obviously the end of the race you might have had people dip out early and everything. So like I can understand that why it would look, but it looked vacant, like it was bad. But I mean, it at least, but like I said, that was the end. That was the end of the race. Looked really bad. Even through the race, I think it still looked better than I think it was 2019 was the last time they did the concrete, or was it 2020? I don't remember. But if I remember correctly, for that,
the last year of Gen 6.
yeah, I don't one of them, something like that. But yeah,
Never ran on dirt.
yeah. So the thing that I think with that was, I think if I remember correctly, they had some sections blocked off for that, and this one they didn't, or at least it didn't appear like they did. So that kind of helped a little bit. But still, it definitely looked like it was down a little bit. But that was something I was kind of curious on how that was going to look.
Yeah. No, I mean, I will say,
We're losing you again. Try again.
Can you hear us good now?
Yep, try again. There we go.
Okay, so I would say I give this one more year, and if the fans don't show up, you're gonna have to get rid of this date.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good on TV.
That's the problem. No, the race was amazing. It just doesn't look as good, and I don't know how you fix that, because I mean the problem Bristol has is I think is the fact that it can hold so many people, and so I think it just looks worse.
Yeah.
So all right, let's do a quick top 10 rundown on everybody, just to kind of go through. Lindsay's favorite person gets first. Denny Hamlin.
Tisk.
Yep. Everybody's favorite concrete racer, Martin Truex, gets number 2. We
Not surprised at all there.
yeah. If it was a Monday, I think he would have won it. But number 3 is Matt's boy, Bad Brad. I'm not gonna lie. There was a point.
There was a point. We thought, Matt. We
were
thought
like,
that
this is
today
it.
was the day.
I think Brad had one extra set of tires.
So, hoping for a caution.
Saving him so well. I think he had one extra set just in case.
Might have worked.
Didn't happen to be.
Yeah, because I think what would have been really interesting. I think Denny Hamlin at that point was out of tires.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he came in pretty much every time he could. So I wouldn't be surprised.
It was interesting. I was listening to obviously TJ Majors, and he was talking about it. He's like, listen,
Try again, Matt. What?
Brad was fine.
What was the first part of that? You cut out.
Happy with the top 3.
Okay. So yes, you're still there. All right. So number 4, we'll go down, keep going down the list. Alex Bowman. I don't know about y'all, but that seemed to come out of nowhere. Or at least it seemed like it.
Alex Bowman finished 4th. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
He was not running good.
No, he was Definitely not. So yeah, he finished fourth. So
yeah,
I
he
think
definitely came out of nowhere.
I think he played a good strategy game where he didn't pit one time and got lucky maybe with a caution or something. I think there was a little more strategy to him, but he was that's definitely a good position for him to finish considering how well his car was running, which it was not. Number 5, the number 5 car, Kyle Larson.
Typical.
Yeah, kind of quiet though for Kyle Larson. I don't know.
I feel like
He was pretty good. He was definitely the best Chevy all day.
Yeah.
He's the only one that could hang with the Toyotas when the Toyotas were going hard.
Oh, you mean when it was just Joe Gibbs, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Kyle Larson.
Yeah, it was nasty. All right, moving on to number 6, John Hunter Nemechek in
Random.
6th. And by the way, that's the first car that finished the race 1 lap down. 6th.
that's so crazy.
That's wild. So yes, John Hunter Nemechek got 6th. Legacy in general was looking fairly solid. I don't want to say they were amazing, but I mean, hey, again, same kind of story we've been saying this whole time. You know, this year they look good.
They needed Jimmy.
Yeah, that's it. I think they needed the new Toyota body is what I think they needed, but that's the whole nother thing. Number 7 is Christopher Buescher. Again, fairly quiet, but I mean, you know, if Brad finishes good, he's going to finish good. Seems to be they always are near each other.
I mean, I think that this is the year. Matt, cover your ears and don't pretend I didn't say this. I think this is the year that Brad is going to get a win.
Yeah, well, we've been saying that for 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean, they've been finishing good every race.
You're going to make Matt cry.
What is he, like on a 104 winless streak? He's due eventually, I guess.
Yeah, but they've been they've been finishing good every race.
They have
They're
been.
both up there.
They're consistent.
That's what I'm saying. So one of these days they're just gonna inch on in and get it.
Brad just needs to stop pushing Buescher to the win and let Buescher push him once. Like, come on,
He
man.
needs to remember who signs his
I think Buescher
paychecks.
was leading the race a little bit at some point.
He might have been. Let me see. Yes, he led 17 laps. So yes, he did lead a little bit.
17?
Yep.
I'm not surprised. I mean, didn't he win the?
He's won one of the.
Cowboys?
He's won here before. I think it was one of the dirt races. Was it the dirt race? I don't remember. He's definitely won recently. Yep. Number 8, the guy that suddenly is. I forgot that he raced in NASCAR. Chase Elliott.
His day was crazy. I mean, he went from
He was looking
running
good.
up front to the back to the front,
Yep.
to the middle, and then to the. I mean, it was all over the place. It seemed like they were really chasing the track with their car because he was either really good or going straight backwards from the drop of the restart.
Yeah, he was all over the place. Good, bad, like you said. I mean, you basically nailed it. Yeah, he was all over the place.
Chase was chasing the finish line.
Oh, just stop.
That was for Josh.
No. All right, let's see. Moving on to number 9, Ty Gibbs. Man, I thought this was his race. I thought this was gonna be the one where he gets the win.
I didn't think that.
I mean, I don't know what you guys thought, but I was watching him pretty much run his tires too hard. So he would do great the first 20 laps and then almost immediately get passed after 20 laps. He just went too hard. Yeah. That's where you saw and same with C. Bell. Again, that's where you saw the veterancy in the in the JGR camp. They would then take over after about 20, 25 laps.
Yeah. I mean, Ty Gibbs still led for 137 laps. Obviously, won stages 1 and 2. So I mean, he looked like he had the car to beat. I think like you said, if he was had a little bit more experience with that, probably would have won this race. But yeah, I mean, I thought he might be able to sneak it out. No, we were kind of talking about it, and we're like, man, if this is the race he wins and Mark doesn't pick him, he's gonna be so upset because Mark picks him like every week, with the exception of this week. So it is what it is.
I just have to say really quick on a total side note, his little cartoon picture, he looks like a literal baby.
Yeah, he's Baby Gibbs.
They did him dirty with his cartoon.
I mean, all those cartoons technically do. I mean, Kyle Busch has abs like spray painted on him. It doesn't look right. Let's see. Number 10, rounding out the top 10, Seabell. We kind of already hit that, but I mean, man, for Joe Gibbs, man, have all your guys in the top 10. I think you should be a pretty happy guy right now.
The tire with this, or at a track with this kind of tire,
Yeah.
like wow.
So,
Talk about adapting.
one thing that was pretty wild was looking where we were sitting. You had a really great view of seeing how much cording was on the cars. And there was at one point after that really long run of like 70 laps or
Yeah.
60 something laps, it was every single car had cords behind it. It was unbelievable.
Not Brad.
That's actually true. Yeah, not Brad.
Brad and Ant or Denny. Those were the only two that I don't think I ever saw sports on. They probably had them, but I couldn't see it from where we were sitting.
Yeah, maybe not quite to the same extent or something like that.
Can we do another section here? Wanna add one in?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
What's wrong with Joey Logano? I
Bro,
don't think he ran in the top 20 the entire race.
no, he got up to 7th. He got up to 7th, I think, at one
In the
point.
beginning.
Yeah, there was
But
a
it
point.
was really early on.
But then he was another one kind of like Chase, where good for like a second and then like fell off. Some of it too, we kind of missed some stuff because the Fox app being the Fox app, it crashed, and then they would go away and come back, and then I there was one commercial break. I'm not kidding. Hamlin was leading, and I came back and Hamlin was 7th, and I don't know what happened, but it was like, okay, cool. So yeah, but anyway, I don't know what happened with Logano. Logano's struggling this year in general.
Mhm.
I mean, he's just been terrible recently, which is just not like him. Oh.
Not bad.
Drove too hard.
But I think, you see how bad he was after he spun out? I think he hurt his car when he drove it in reverse down the backstretch.
Oh, Kyle
After
Busch.
that, his car was completely junk. But he didn't hit anything. He just spun out. So I wonder if he damaged the transaxle or something by going backwards like that.
Or
Get out into turn 3.
I don't know exactly how those cars are laid out, but is it possible that the cording could have gotten twisted around like the drive shaft or something like that and kind of just added more friction?
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know if that's how. I think the transaxle is completely sealed, but
This is really strange how quick he was running, and then all of a sudden, I mean, he was terrible.
yeah, it cracks me up how Kyle is always trying to find an excuse to drive his car backwards.
It's like a thing. Josh is like, what is he doing? I was like, being camp.
It's just what he does.
No, they did talk about it on the. Yeah, they did talk to about it on the broadcast, and they were like commenting how like by doing it that way, he could just quickly do a quick little U-turn, and he wouldn't lose as much time, or probably wouldn't go a lap down or something to that effect. Where it was like this actually does make sense, and there is a purpose for it, but it is just kind of funny because it's like, all right,
I don't buy into that at all. That's Fox trying to explain to this guy just what he is, and he does it out of spite or what? I don't know, man. Like
so
he does when he throws a tantrum.
yeah, pretty much. Goose has a question for us. Do you think that Ty Gibbs, if he wasn't Joe Gibbs' grandson, would he have a cup seat?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, well, if you see his performance in Xfinity, then I would say absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking.
I don't know that he would be.
He may not be like Joe Gibbs, but he might.
Yeah.
I think him and Noah Gragson, him and Noah in the Xfinity series
Yeah,
at
we
the
had
same
a lot
time,
of people tonight.
and has been extremely good this year.
Yeah.
Like in general, I mean, I think Fox had a stat. I think it was like he's the only driver to finish in the top 10 out of like all the races so far, or something like that. Like he's been really solid these last several races. So yeah, so I mean, absolutely. Yeah, Blaney.
Can I-
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
The Penske cars had the worst fall off of any car.
Oh yeah.
They would run good, but they were the first out. I started watching them because you could tell when the tires started wearing, because as soon as the Penske cars started dropping back, then everybody else did about 5 laps later. But there was 5 laps where they just got their butt absolutely kicked.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Penske. Penske is like really struggling recently.
I mean, Blaney's not doing too bad, but Logano is terrible this year.
Yeah.
Like the worst I've probably ever seen.
Yeah, for somebody that's a 2-time champion, he's not showing that he is. No? Okay. I was like, y'all gonna even react to that at all? All right. So that's okay. Another person I kind of want to mention, just kind of throw an honorable mention to, is Justin Haley. Got 17th, and for a
running really well towards the end.
yeah, for a Rick Ware car to finish 17th. I mean, he finished better than Joey Logano. That's sad. And he finished better than Kyle Busch at Bristol. Like, I don't think those are not small names to do better than. So, I mean, hey, shout out to him. I'm really excited to see what else he's going to do in that car. Some other thing they said there was 54 lead changes in this race.
Which is a new record for Bristol.
Yes. That's wild.
Crazy. I mean, the racing was so incredible at some points. I mean, it was really cool to watch a guy run real hard for 3 laps, kind of overheat and kind of hurt his tires, and then somebody would run real hard for 3 laps and pass him, and now they both kind of got tires that were scuffed and kind of beat up. So the guy from third or fourth comes up and passes him, and it was really exciting. It was funny. Like, this was probably one of the few races I really didn't watch the lead, but about 20% of the race, because most of the racing was in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
All over the place. Me and Matt were like literally on that last green flag pit stop. We didn't know where to look. We were just looking everywhere.
I can.
Didn't know where to look.
Yeah, I can only imagine what it must have been like there, because there was especially that long stretch. As we were watching it here, I was literally commenting. I'm like, this is incredible. There's stuff happening. Literally, they're switching cameras like every couple of seconds, and I have no idea like which part is more exciting. There's so many different things happening right in there when all the green flag stops were happening, and everything, and there was just so much like that. I mean, I don't know. Like you said before, man, this race was great. I mean, I don't know if I'd say, is it Atlanta? Is it, stuff like that? But I mean, like, man, this is the best Bristol race we've had in a long time.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say give everyone an extra set in fall and just keep her going.
Yeah. So
I agree. Just give them another couple extra sets and don't change a thing.
that I
So they don't have to run at half throttle or whatnot.
So something.
Tired of moving.
Yes, please. I agree. So something interesting. So Matt, you had a special shirt there, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Got a lot of love.
okay, so explain the shirt, because I want everyone to know what's going on.
So I came up with a great idea. I said I'm gonna make a ghetto shirt for this race. Right? So I grabbed one of my old shirts and I was like, what's something kind of going on, especially after the last few weeks. I was like, everyone's talking about horsepower, Let's get more horsepower. Everyone says we can do it. One phone call, it can be ready within 2 weeks, So I got some cardboard, made a stencil, and said, give us horsepower. Very simple. Spray painted it on my shirt. And
Very official of you.
we were so, yeah, it was very official. We were standing there doing the driver introduction. Yeah. So they were all driving around in the Tundras, after
Right.
And then they drive around. We were right there, so we were yelling right out. They were looking at us. And I just kind of showed my shirt. I was like, give us horsepower. And they probably a good 5 to 10 of them all pointed like, yeah, he gets it.
Point, thumbs up, clap.
Brad, who's some of the others? Byron heard me.
You sure Byron didn't hear? Did Byron hear you, or did Byron hear Nate?
It was probably both.
Matt,
Imagine what horsepower was.
Matt, how does it feel that Brad noticed you?
That was
Oh my God.
Jeez, just stop. I mean, I don't blame him.
He kind of turned his head and said, there he is, and looked away.
Oh my
But no,
goodness.
so the shirt got a lot of attention. I thought it was really funny. I hope it's mentioned later on throughout the week because it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that was about it, you know.
the
Did you
reason
get a photo of this shirt?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah,
Okay.
we got like photos and everything.
We'll have to post it so everybody can see
Yeah,
it.
so
Because
there-
we haven't posted anything today because the service. So
Yeah.
we'll post it so people
well,
can see
the
it.
reason I brought up the shirt was I wanted to. So obviously now we've seen a tire that very much wears, and where the guys have to be off throttle a lot and everything. Do you think if we can get tires like this, do we need more horsepower still?
Always.
I mean, yes, but I mean objectively, like really, do we really need it?
At Bristol, maybe no. But everywhere else, yes.
Yeah, when we're not sure, just throw in
Just
more
yes.
horsepower. Yes, yeah. So I.
mean, we saw this. I would imagine this tire has a similar build to the Dover tire because we saw this last year at Dover, where the tire did not lay down rubber; it just turned to dust. And Denny Hamlin talked about it a lot on his podcast last year when they went to Dover. So I don't know. Like this tire is like a fix for the horsepower problem, but again, it doesn't lay rubber, so you can't work in grooves. The track never changed. The
No.
bottom is where you save tires. The middle lane is where you pass. I mean, this is like the first time I've been to Bristol in a while. That I mean, if you went to the top lane, you were in the fence.
Oh yeah,
So much marbles and debris. So
yeah. Pretty much if
I don't
you
know, I'd
if
rather
you
get
went
a
up,
tire that's not as weak in horsepower.
yeah,
You know, it still falls off, but let the horsepower wear it off, not just because it's made out of dust.
yeah. I mean, yes, but I mean, like we said, this is probably the best race we've had, and I mean, the interesting thing was, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this. Goodyear's one of the executives came to the media center like in the middle of the race and addressed the media about the tire situation, which I thought was basically I'll have to
A bunch of nonsense.
I mean, basically, in short, he was like, well, this is kind of what everybody wanted. And we're not really sure what's going on because we came here, we tested it, and it worked. And it doesn't seem to be working in the same way that it did then. But this is what everyone's always said was they wanted a tire that fell off more. So it was almost – I kind of got the impression that Goodyear was kind of taking the position of this is what y'all wanted. Stop complaining.
But he kind of threw it on the track a little bit too because
Yes.
he was like, we don't really know what's wrong with the track. Why, we
Why it's
tested
not taking
it.
the
Why
rubber.
is it not? It's not, the track is not the same. So they kind of, because even Megan was like, oh, okay. Because so it was, I don't know. It was pretty politically correct, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think, for people who don't know, they can't make tires how they used to because there's certain chemicals in there that they're going away from. I don't know if it's a green issue. I don't know if using some of those chemicals has become like illegal. I don't know what the deal is. So they can't make old school sticky tires. They just can't. So if you want a tire that's going to wear, it literally just has to start disintegrating.
Yeah.
So if it's not going to be gooey and rubbery, it's just not going to stick to the concrete surface. It might to asphalt, but it won't to concrete, which is exactly what we saw at Dover last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that that's what we had at Dover. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely an issue. But, I mean, I don't know.
I don't have a problem with this tire because it doesn't just blow and drivers get hurt or anything like that. It literally just wears to the cords to where you just can't drive anymore.
Yeah.
And then eventually goes flat if you keep trying to go there at half throttle, which we saw a bunch of people doing tonight. Just trying to make it 3-4 more laps. But I think, I'm fine with a tire that wears this much down to the cords. Like,
honestly, and it's wild. Like they were showing clips of the tires coming off, and I mean, the wide shots you could see, like the whole tire is corded, like the whole tire, and just like they like I said, they had wide shots of pit road where you're seeing 2 and 3 cars at a time, and you could visibly tell just by looking at the tires. Oh yeah, that's the tire that just came off because it's gray. It's not even black anymore. It's gray because it's just cords. So I mean, yeah, it
was cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought. I mean, I don't know. I think, like I said, I think the biggest issue that we're going to see is the teams are going to be pissed because we didn't have enough tires and all that stuff. But like, I think the option is like we said, just give them more tires and just be done with it.
tire fall off, then I don't think you need tire strategy. You just come down and get 4 and see who can manage the tires the best.
Yeah.
Make it, give them plenty extra sets. I think that would produce good racing.
There was.
Now, I don't think we want to see quarter tires at a mile and a half because that's going to hurt somebody.
It could, yeah.
For short track, why not?
Well, and especially considering short tracks have been a struggle so recently, so why not stick with that?
Yeah, I'm super interested to listen to Denny Hamlin's podcast and Dale Jr.'s podcast.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin's a huge advocate for tires. I wonder if he'll be a little biased because he won.
You think?
If he doesn't win and blows a tire on cord, maybe he has a completely different reaction. But then, Dale Jr. not being in the race and being such a huge advocate for short tracks, that is somebody I'm going to really if he liked it or not.
I was trying to check on Twitter, X, whatever, and I believe, if I remember correctly, it looked like Junior could not say enough good things about the tire from the little bit I saw. So it seems like he's very much a fan of it, which, I mean, how could you not be? This is going to be a fun one because we're going to move on to something, but I don't know how we're going to do this. So we're going to do it live. Let's try to do a question of the week. Do we have one? Do you have one? Did anyone send us in? Well, I'm asking you guys. I guess you guys can't see me.
Well, Jake usually,
but Jake's driving, so I don't think you should be looking up a question of the week.
No, Jake, do you have a question or no?
I do not have one.
Okay. I have something prepared of my own.
Oh, boy.
So, boys.
Hold on. So this is a part of the show where we actually have fans normally write us in and send us their questions. And if we like them, we add them to the show. In this case, it's going to be a question from Lindsay. Lindsay.
I will say, I did definitely have 2 people send in questions, and I'll get them.
We'll get to you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
We will get to you. When we're not driving.
In all fairness, Jake is driving.
When we're not on the road, coming home from Bristol.
Probably in a lot of traffic because there are tons of people around. So, yes, we will get to those questions. Worst case, we'll message you back about them, but we'll try to get to them on the show. Lindsay, what do you have prepared?
So, this is going to be a question for you guys who are there. And actually, you can all have an opinion on this because you've all gone to both now. So here's the thing. We had this whole discussion because DJ does not think that Bristol could possibly be that loud. Now, I have been there twice. I thought it was pretty darn loud. DJ says...
I think she's miscategorizing this, to be honest.
DJ says... Yeah, but the Gator Nationals were really loud. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not consistent. He's like, yeah, I guess that's true. So
I said that.
Here's the deal. What is your opinion? Is it really that loud? Was the Gator Nationals worse? What do we think?
All right, I'll go first. So the Gator Nationals is definitely louder for half a second, right? But I will tell you, we were sitting in the middle of 3 and 4 where they're off throttle. Completely off throttle in the middle of 3 and 4, and my watch maxed out at 115 decibels.
And that's the whole time.
Read any higher. So you would see it go like when they're on the other side of the track during a restart, it's 100 decibels. And then when they're on the other side, I would watch it go up as they get closer, and as soon as they go by, it just stops counting up at 115. If I was to guess, it's probably 120, 122. So it's pretty loud.
I wish I had thought about it. I literally have a dB meter. I could have had you guys take, and we could have done that, like an actual one.
We sit where they're out of the throttle. So if
Jeez.
you get, like into the entrance of a corner where they're pretty much max speed, full throttle. I mean, it's I don't want to say obnoxiously loud because it's so exciting, but like it's pretty freaking loud.
Yeah, I would say that I should have brought over-ear headphones on top of my in-ear headphones because, like, when you're there, it is so loud the entire time. And there was a time where the cars, there was no gap. It was like towards the end of the race where it was all green flag. It was like there were cars always passing us, like nonstop. And when you have just the cars are just going by nonstop, it is consistently loud to where it's like it's already like ear numbing to a point. And at a certain point, I'm like, man, like my in ears, I kept trying to dig them more and more into my ears. I couldn't stop how loud it was. Like,
Is that all you brought?
super loud. All I brought was my innards. I thought it was enough because
Rookie
it brought the taste
mistake.
of my ears.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, definitely rookie mistake on my part. But to answer your question, Lindsay, it is excruciatingly loud. Like when Jake was like, "Hey, listen, for the first 5 laps, no ears. Like, take out your
Of
headphones."
course he did.
Jake is always trying to cause people problems for like the rest of their lives by like, hey, listen, like headphones off. Like, no,
Go stand at the front. Stick your
every time.
Almost costed me hearing damage. And so, and I mean, I've experienced Gator Nationals, and so I know that. But it's like Jake said, it's like, once they take off, and then that's it.
They're gone. Yeah.
With this, it stays that loud the entire time. Even when there's like some space between the first place and last place, which is like not even a lot. It's like maybe a second. Like even when the pack is running together, and dude, it stays loud, really really loud. So yeah, if I were you, whoever's going to Bristol, make sure you bring over ear headphones on top of your in ear headphones. I would probably say Gator National. Gator National is definitely louder. However, you will get a lot more hearing damage at Bristol.
Yeah.
That basis alone, I would say. I mean, I couldn't imagine. Like, yeah, I could go to Gator Nationals and kind of like suffer through, the ear numbingness. But Bristol, there's no way. You'd have to leave. I would put Bristol on top just because of the consistent sound.
I've watched people.
Yes,
like,
I was just
offer
about to
headphones
say that.
before, and we sat right next to them, so I know they weren't drinking or anything. But by the end of the race, they looked like they were hammered, just from this disorientation.
Jeez.
When we went, Jake, I don't know you. I'm sure you remember, but when we went, there were people and they had a kid with them, probably like 8 or 9, and they did not bring any hearing protection at all. And how long did they sit there? They were there for like 5 minutes, and they were running for the hills.
They were gone.
Like it was crazy.
I want to go to this race without hearing protection.
What do you think, Josh?
I think there's 2 types of loud. There's how this hurts my ears loud, and then there's like organ rattling loud. And this is definitely on par with that. It's kind of the same thing as Gator National, but like Nate was saying, it's just there the whole time. And the only word for it is like oppressive. Like it wears you out. Even with headphones in, it's the hearing protection on, like it'll wear you down. And it's great, it's part of the experience. But Gator National is definitely a little louder, but more like scary loud.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Lindsay made it sound like I'm just like, yeah, Bristol's not loud. Like, definitely not what I said.
He was making it seem like everybody was
I definitely was not
being
saying
dramatic about
that.
it.
Definitely was not, but okay, whatever.
He was.
Question: Out of everyone in hold on, my thing. Out of everyone in this group, who's more dramatic, me or Lindsay?
Yes.
That's actually probably accurate. Actually,
I was gonna say he's just as dramatic as me.
That's fair enough. I am not. So
Family therapy next week.
He said, fair enough. I'm not.
yeah. Let's see. Josh, I have to know, did you have a specific driver in mind or like anyone you were pulling for specifically?
Yeah. Sunny car number 4. Josh Berry.
Any
He left it just out of the first name, but I also like Sunny D.
fair enough.
Being unplugged from the NASCAR community, not knowing who's who, there's obviously names I recognize,
Right.
but not knowing who's who, and just picking a guy and watching him the entire time, especially during this race, with how much dynamics there were in the positions, it was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Second, third, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
All the way in the back.
That's awesome. So his brother's Speed gonna join our fantasy league? It kind of sounds like might be catching a fan.
That sounds like an investment.
Hold on.
It was funny.
Did he have to? Did he wear that helmet? Please tell me he brought the helmet to the. I was hoping.
We just wanted in the car on the way up here to make people laugh.
That's typical Josh. What were you gonna say?
What was really funny was Josh was like, we saw Noah Gregson make some pretty crazy moves,
Mhm.
really aggressive moves, but like good moves because he made passes. And Josh turned like the caution after that. He was like, "Who drives the 10 car? That guy's an animal." I was like, "That's Daddy Noah."
Honestly, I could see Josh being a Noah fan.
They have the same energy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Throwing up after a race. Yeah, perfect.
Oh my gosh. I don't think he does that anymore, does he?
I don't know. Well, he hasn't won a race.
That's true.
So
So I have to say, like kind of piggybacking off of what Josh said about like picking somebody. When the first race I ever went to, Jake told me, he was like, okay, you have to like pick somebody. And that's how you get into it is you
Yeah.
pick somebody and you root for them. And then once you kind of figure out the sport, you'll like naturally just settle into who you like. And I feel like that's the best advice to like get somebody into the
yeah.
sport. And I tell everybody, like, usually it's like the wives that come into the group and I'm like, no, it's fun. It's cool. Like you have to like pick somebody. And so I feel like everybody has kind of in the group has done that. Everybody kind of like had somebody and then has actually like switched and kind of naturally settled into who they're actually like, you know, resonate with and root for. So that's like, I don't know, if you know somebody and you want to get them into NASCAR, like that is a really good piece of advice to get them into NASCAR is just pick somebody, whether it's your favorite number, whether you like their car. Like he said, he likes Sunny D. So, okay.
hey, it works.
Yeah. And that's a really cool way to get somebody into it. And then they'll naturally, you know.
It works for kids and for Josh's. So
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Elliot originally liked Kyle Busch because of M&M's. A dinosaur car.
they did have one. It got banned immediately. All right, let's move on to our next week. Unless you guys have anything you want to say before we move on to next week's looking forward. Do you guys have anything? Good. All right.
I did get Josh to buy diecast. That was pretty cool too, actually.
Which ones?
A dinosaur one.
Of course. Hold on. Let me ask. How hard was it actually to sell him on that? Because I don't think it took much.
No, it was immediate. The first one was for his son Wyatt.
Fair enough.
Then he saw the Jurassic Park car, and I'm pretty sure he bought that for himself.
It's for us.
It's for us. Uh-huh.
Wyatt, I bought you this to look at.
Don't hate because Jake has a lot of cars that the boys can look at, but they can't touch.
It's part of it. All right. So moving forward to next week, we're going to be at COTA, Circuit of the Americas.
DJ's favorite.
I don't know why that became like my favorite, quote unquote.
It's not.
Probably not. I don't know.
Can I convince you to like a triangle?
I mean,
Oh my
sure.
gosh. Get out of here with Pocono.
I mean, I like COTA. Okay, I'll defend
You
COTA.
went on a whole thing about it last time.
Okay, maybe I did. I don't remember. But anyway, my thing with COTA is I think it's good just because of the fact that people from outside of the sport, people that maybe follow Formula One, they already know that track. And so it's an easier transition, I guess you could say, for somebody that's like trying to, come into the sport. So from that sense, I like it. I also like the track because I think as far as road courses go, it's a cool track. I don't know if I'd say it's the best road course we got, but I like the track in general. I like racing on it and iRacing and stuff like that. But what do you guys think? What do you think we could look forward to? Do you think there's anything? Can we take anything from the beginning of this year so far? What do you guys think so far?
I have two things. One, Kimi Kobayashi is racing, right?
Yes.
I think it'll be interesting to see now that he has. I think he has two races, right? Last season he did two.
He did Indy and COTA, I believe.
So it'll be interesting to see how much he progresses with his third one. That's one, and then my other one is I'm really looking since Furniture Row is running much better, and they're a Tier 1 team, and Michael McDowell he's a great road course racer.
Yeah.
I think we could see Michael McDowell pull a pretty good win
Might.
A win.
Kind of my main things I'm looking for.
He could.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael McDowell's been known for good road courses.
5 to 5 fast, good 5 races. So
Could be.
I mean, he was running. He was.
I
up-
mean,
he was
top
20th
5,
place
yeah,
car
but
at
win?
Tahoe. Well, he was a 20th place car last year for most of the year, top 20 car in one Indy. So now they're a top 10 car every week. So I'm looking for McDowell to probably win, or at least have the opportunity to win any of the road courses this year.
Yeah. No, I think so. Yeah.
Also, I'm interested to see if Chase Elliott can get it together since he seems to have a little momentum. That's what I'm looking at as well.
A little bit. What else do you guys think?
Anybody?
Hey.
Do we know? I'm sorry, I haven't looked it up, but is SCG racing next week?
I believe he's supposed to, but I don't know for sure. I can look that up. But I mean,
Obviously, I keep an eye on him. I think it's going to be kind of a toss-up. I think you're going to see the road course springers kind of come to the top. You know, Toyotas they've obviously had 2 really good weeks. You know, see if they can keep it going.
yeah.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to William Byron.
Oh,
Oh my.
every
That
time.
ain't gonna happen.
The mess that happened today. Yeah, man. Everyone gets lucky once. They won 500.
I think
It was
it will really be interesting to see if Toyotas are really good there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the Toyotas seem to have something on lock for for short tracks, and I mean that definitely has some stuff that correlates with short tracks. So that's I'm really looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
Make a little more decisions.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not like I can hear it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't, as far as what I mean, it's Coda. It's going to be interesting. We don't have the stage break kind of situation happening, or the non-stage thing happening again, where we had that last year. So that'll change it up a little bit. Yeah. So that'll help a little bit. I mean, turn 1 at Coda is pretty treacherous. So I mean, it could be a shift show. We don't know. It could go a lot of different ways. But I think it's, I mean,
if they bring the same tire, they could probably make it a whole 3 laps.
I mean, no, I'm not going to go. I was like, it might be good, but no, let's be real. That would be terrible. So yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I mean, I think it's a road course, you know, it is what it is. All right. You guys got anything you want to add before we kind of wrap things up?
No, we got a long drive ahead of us. We're
Yep.
tracking on the GPS to be home by 6:30 a.m.
Ooh,
We have to go to work tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun.
y'all are absolutely,
Bristol.
nuts.
it's Bristol, baby. That's, yep. So, all right, guys.
All right.
Well, it's been
Do it,
fun.
Nate. Say it.
Say it. Say what?
He kept saying it's Bristol, baby,
Oh,
all last week.
Yeah, say it, Nate.
There he goes.
Lindsay's literally just been waiting for that for the last hour.
It's the best part. I have a shirt that says that.
Of course you do. All right, guys, we're going to let you guys go and drive safe. We'll see you guys when we get back. And everybody, thanks for joining us on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week after Coda. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.